This is the spoiler-free review for Black Adam. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, Rotten Tomatoes, they got it wrong again. YouTube was good. It's your boy Jody Joe. Welcome to Jody's Corner. This is going to be the spoiler-free review for Black Adam. We're not talking about no spoilers here, but hit the subscribe button if you like the content. Thank you guys so very much for being here. E-Man is in the building with me.
What's poppin', y'all? YouTube land, what it do? Let's get it.
All right, bro. Let's talk Black Adam. Black Adam, we just came out of the theater, and I really like this movie a lot. I think I love this movie, man. The Rotten Tomatoes critics blow my mind. It's incredible. Today, we're going to go live on Jody's Corner Live number 20 at 5 o'clock. Members only. Join the memberships. Get access to the private live streams. It's amazing. So we're having a spoiler discussion on that as well. But as far as this review is concerned, there's going to be no spoilers given. But I can tell you that the Rotten Tomatoes critics blow my mind. 44%. They're saying that Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, Captain Marvel, Thor Ragnarok, Thor Love and Thunder, Thor Dark World, all those mediocre type of movies. Iron Man 1's not mediocre, but all those movies are better than Black Adam. You're blowing my mind. We're going to talk about that tonight, about why I think that the Rotten Tomatoes critics do exactly why they do and what is up with Rotten Tomatoes. But that's neither here nor there. That's later on. See you guys later. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has been trying to play this role for what seems like 10 years. He's the perfect embodiment of the King of Kondag.
Facts.
That is the Black Adam right there. You can't tell me. He is the most tailor-made look for a superhero, more than Gal Gadot, more than Christopher Reeve, more than Henry Cavill as Superman, more than Ben Affleck's Batman, more than any other superhero born in it. Like Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, Christopher Reeve, they look great as their heroes. Chris Evans, Captain America, but we've always called him Black Adam even before Black Adam was even talked about as a movie. Like if there was one movie that a character would play, it would be The Rock as Black Adam. Even before like superheroes even popped off, when he was still like The Rock wrestling every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody else. Like it would have been dope when he had his hair back then when it was short like that.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
This movie right here is completely made for him, bro. I totally agree with that. There's no one else,
sure.
There's no one in the world can play Black Adam but him.
I'm with you on that. So this is the story is out. DCEU, the DC Rises. He's playing Black Adam. He was locked away for 5,000 years from ancient Kondag. He's reawakening in the modern day. And the Justice Society that's implemented into this movie that everybody know about is trying to put tampers on him because he's unruly. He's very much an anti-hero. He's a dark Superman. And the Justice Society understands that heroes don't kill. So they're here to tame Black Adam in this new world, understanding and trying to teach him that this world has laws. This isn't 5,000 years ago Kondag. And that heroes don't kill. Who's in the Justice Society? Dr. Fate, Pierce Brosnan, Aldous Hodge being Hawkman. We have somebody playing Cyclone. Is it Cyclone? Is that her name? I believe her name is Cyclone.
Yeah.
Cyclone. And we have Atom Smasher in this bad boy. What we've seen in this movie is, in my opinion, action done on the highest level. Many years ago, I told you guys, there's only one movie that will be able to rival Man of Steel's action, and it's going to be this movie, Black Adam. I said it, and I still stand by it to this day. The action in this is arguable to Man of Steel. Man of Steel has really iconic action.
Facts.
It's done cleanly. This movie here, it does its action more frequently, more realistic, and I would say arguably more epic. Some of the stuff that the nonstop action in this movie where he's doing hero thing. How many times have we went to go see a superhero movie and you know that you only get like 10 minutes of action because they blew their budget on this bad boy?
Yeah.
I don't know how they're making it happen. Bill Westenhofer does the visual effects of this movie. Shout out to him. I met him in public during the Wonder Woman campaign, and his talents are all over this bad boy. I have some issues with this movie as far as the visual, but I also praise this movie visually. As far as the visual effects, they are beautiful. The CG is clean in here. I have no problem with that. One of the gripes that I do have is the very dark, ominous, green screen looking, cloudy, very much oversaturated color palette like a Michael Bay movie, like Pain and Gain, oversaturated and gloomy like Zack Snyder's movies. It really reminded me and put me in a bad headspace with that. I think that might have been a mistake in using that oversaturated color palette and that dark, gloomy stuff that I personally did not appreciate. I feel if they went for the clean, realistic look, it would have been a much better job. With Bill Westenhofer's visual effects on top of that, it would have looked so real and modern and beautiful. I just think that there was just so much green screen in this movie. Like, I feel like the whole movie was like green screen. And even the stuff that seemed on location, I believe was just a created scene to make it look that way. There's some shots in desert, mountains, but it's really, you could see and tell what's real, and you could clearly tell what's not, because the green screen, even it's just really, it's better to craft digital worlds versus the way that green screen operates. Green screen is never really sharp enough for me. It never really is sharp enough, and it doesn't help this movie at all. It drags it down a little bit, but that's visually. But the graphics and the CGI, fantastic. There's some side characters in this movie that The Rock deals with. They're okay. They're not throwaways, you know. There's a couple of them. There's comedic relief in this movie. This movie's fun. This movie does a really good job at balancing realism, savagery. There's kills in this motherfucker left and right. It blends it all together. It has a little bit of everything, but it does it the best way. Shazam it's just more MCU. It's clowny. It's for families. It's for kids. And then it has a little bit of darkness in there with the 7 deadly sins. It has a little bit of everything in Shazam, but this is the better way to do it. This has a little bit of everything, but mostly of the stuff that you like. You know what I'm saying? As a superhero fan, I was rewarded by this movie. This film gave me satisfaction and then some. I walked away from this movie feeling like I saw a superhero movie. And you know how we envision as kids, what would we do if we were superheroes? I'd be running, crushing through buildings, falling, slapping everybody, throwing. Black Adam does all of that in this movie, bro. There's the superhero. Here's what I can say about Black Adam versus Man of Steel. In Man of Steel, he flexes his power every now and then. In Black Adam, it's innate with him. His power goes where he goes, bro. And he lets you know he's a superhero even more so than Henry Cavill's Superman. It's everywhere. Some of the things that he does with sets, with his powers, with people, with ships, and it's a 12-year-old boy's superhero fantasy lived in reality in this movie, bro. Action-wise, visual-wise, this thing delivers higher than any other superhero movie right there with Man of Steel. That's going to be a debate to be had later. I'll do a separate video on that. What do you guys think? Hit the like button if you guys want me to do a Black Adam versus Shazam action debate. Oh, that should be great. But overall, I really enjoyed this movie. This movie has some hiccups. There's some exposition in this movie at the beginning where some of the characters and even Black Adam himself doesn't get enough meat on his bone. But then when you think about the story, you kind of don't really need some of the meat. But regardless, more story should have been given in the beginning of this movie to make this story even more epic. The story is okay. It's not great and it's not bad, but it's the message in that story. I am going to do things the way I do them because of where I am from. Kahndaq represents the Middle East, and the Middle East are very much more lenient to revolutionaries, lenient to, not revolutionaries. They're more lenient to fighting back, fighting oppression. They're more lenient to savagery. You feel what I'm saying? Like, Americans might not get behind Black Adam because America is Superman's world. That's his realm. That's the Justice League's realm. You feel me? But Kahndaqis, if Iraq, Sudan, Syria had a hero, he would definitely be somebody like Black Adam. And I kind of felt that tie-in, that narrative in this movie. And it's very believable. And it all makes sense to where he ends up in the movie and what he ends up doing in this movie and how the people of Kahndaq, how they receive their champion, how they receive Black Adam. So I think that everything in here works. I pride myself I am a movie critic. That is what I do for a profession. This isn't a reaction channel. This is a movie channel first, and it's a pop culture discussion channel. It's a men channel. It's a pop culture channel. You know what I'm saying? So I can without a doubt say that this movie, Black Adam, isn't what I would not agree with the people who are critiquing this movie on Rotten Tomatoes. 43% is at right now. Wow. 43%. You can entirely miss me with that shit.
Wow.
This is a great movie, in my opinion. It's one of the best DC movies, in my opinion, and I think that everybody should watch that bad boy. It's entertaining, 100%. No, and I gotta say, I gotta thank somebody. I gotta thank Saddle Ward, Aquaman of the Justice League, my homeboy, my friend. He went in there, watched the movie, gave me the timestamps of things to look out for, and I was able to dodge him to enjoy this movie. Stick around for the end credits. You might like it, you might not. And overall, I think Black Adam delivers more than what people thought it would, because this movie didn't have as much hype as I believe it should have had. And now that we see what we got in this movie should have gotten twice the hype that it's going to get. And Wakanda Forever is going to have a tall task beating out this movie, in my opinion. Thank you guys so very much. My grade is an A-. E-Man, you're up.
Damn, bro, you said a lot.
Spoiler free too. You see how I did that?
But
See how you see me go to work out here? This is
see,
easy
man.
out here. You feel me?
I see
You see me
killing
prep?
it.
Did I prep?
Nah,
We just came here, turn this shit on, right?
You said a lot. You killing it.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Can you now you go.
Um,
Spoiler free, my G.
once again, I'm gonna have to say this. I'm not E. I'm E-Man.
But you are
No, I'm
E-Man.
not. No, I'm not. E-Man.
All right, got you.
Remember that. All right,
so show me
anyway,
what E-Man can
shut up.
do.
Let me
Show
say
me who you are.
I agree everything that you said, bro. I agree everything that you were talking about, bro. This shit is lit. This movie give you things that you was not expecting for. I heard a lot of bad things about this movie last night. And I'm glad that what they said wasn't really true, because it like, you know, when I heard, you know what I'm saying, it was kind of some bad shit though. And this wasn't bad at all. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the hell out of this movie. It's very incredible. As this man said, it is superhero-ish. DC go truly dark. I was feeling the dark shit. Sometimes I don't like when some movies don't have those certain elements, and this movie needed those elements. This movie had those elements. This movie was very enjoyable. They take it to the next level with this movie. I felt like they should have kept going up with other levels with movies like this. This is a movie that it just keep coming and coming. Every time you think something's about to, oh, this is not about to happen, something fire happens in this movie. This movie was so epic. It was so enjoyable. I had a really good time. I laughed my ass off because there's so many funny, epic moments in this movie.
It had some comedy in it, right?
Yeah,
there
it
was
did.
comedy in this movie.
It did.
Yeah.
It also had, like, it was some surprise. It's hella surprise in this movie. You have to pay attention, but you also have to, like, really watch, because it could go that quick. You know what I'm saying? You have to watch. You have to really go watch. I know most moviegoers that you guys really don't pay attention to it. I learned somewhat being a critic because of this guy and everything else, that like movies, because I love movies just like a lot of you guys do. Pay attention. You got to really pay attention. But The Rock is, he had a lot of bad shit, but this right here, lift his whole weight game up, for real.
I was a little bit, some people say that he's The Rock in this movie. Is he just The Rock in this movie?
No, because he could have been doing a lot of other stuff as The Rock.
Yeah.
Take over completely. And
I don't think he is either.
This wasn't to me.
You could see The Rock,
Yeah.
but he does embody
I don't get like more of a takeover.
Black Adam.
Takeover movie. I mean, OP as shit. Yes. But amazing though. Amazing. You know, I agree with you know, also too, the story could have been a lot better. There is some things that I have I had an issue with. But overall, this movie is a wonderful, amazing, loving, dark, twisted. I mean, you guys like Marvel. Marvel would never go on this route, how this movie is.
I mean, I think
like,
Marvel could go in this route, but
hell no.
they're just, I think they can.
This movie is so dark and twisted. You'll see Mickey Mouse saying, I'm out of here. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. This is so epic and it's so enjoyable. I mean, you can take your kids to see this movie. You can. This is not a movie where you're like, oh my god, I can't do my child. This is too graphic. They're using these words. They're saying these words. This is something. It's fine, because a lot of you guys say that stuff with your kids anyway. It's fine. This movie is good to see. Like I said, I had a really fun time. I'm glad that this movie, this as a DC fan, You know, because like I'm a Marvel fan too, but I'm as a DC fan, like a true DC fan, this gave me some true hope. This gave me like awakening. You know what I'm saying?
Hope for the DC universe.
Not even that. The Rock, this dude is not wearing he's not wearing a bodysuit.
That's all Rock,
That's
baby.
all him.
Yeah.
That's all him. And
All Dwayne.
The Rock is pushing other actors who's being superhero to step their game up. And I
So
like that.
Aldous Hodge, who plays Hawkman, said that it's intimidating working with Dwayne because he's intense. So he had to elevate his workout ethic to get bigger and bigger as best he could because he knew he was going to get outmanned by Dwayne. And I got to tell you, which I didn't mention, Hawkman is excellent in this movie, man. Hawkman is excellent. I think Aldous Hodge does a fantastic job. His character's he's dope in this movie, I say.
Yes.
Dr. Fate, Pierce Brosnan is dope in this movie.
I got some.
I
issues
think
with
that they were
a little
great,
bit.
bro.
Got some issues with that a little bit. I'm not gonna go there yet. You know what I'm saying? But he is. Like I said, I have some issues with that. But Pierce Brosnan is the king, bro. Bond. he show you why he got all the girls. Why he get all the girls, bro.
All right. So anything else for your spoiler-free side before we dip on out of here? We got a spoiler discussion, a spoiler review to talk about, and we're gonna talk spoiler-free discussion tonight, 5 o'clock. Make sure you subscribe to Jody's Corner. Join the memberships down below. Hit the join button. Join that $4.99 tier. Get access to all of the live streams every Monday and Friday for about 5 hours.
This is a movie that I wish everybody, I recommend everybody to see. A lot of you guys don't know about Black Adam. A lot of you people see it say like, who the hell is Black Adam? I don't know anything about him. I don't never watch to read the comics. You don't have to read the comics. Go watch this movie. This is a movie that you want to go see.
If Black Adam was in the Avengers, if Black Adam was in Marvel, he would sun the entire Avengers team.
The whole squad.
Yeah.
We wouldn't even be talking about Captain America.
The entire Avengers team would be served.
Yeah. But I give this movie, like I said, I love it. I enjoyed it. I had a wonderful time. I give this movie an A+, bro.
A+.
A+.
Holy shit. Okay, you really love this motherfucker. A+. That's some high
I still
shit.
got my little issue, but
I got issues.
I got issues, but
you got issues with a plus? I got issues too. A-.
Because also too,
the epic.
Please stay after the movie.
Yeah.
Stay after the movie.
That's it. I already said it. Yeah, stay after the movie. So, A+, did you really love the action in this bad boy, huh?
Action was crazy, bro. I ain't never seen like
right?
that. Yeah.
This and Man of Steel.
That game up.
This and Man of Steel, bro. I said it, bro. There's one movie that's gonna have better action than Man of Steel. Arguably, it's gonna be this one, bro.
I was there when you said it too.
You feel me? So there it is. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so very much for watching. We'll see you guys later tonight. Those of you who are members, if not, you know what's up. Thank you so very much. That's E-Man as well. I'm Jody Joe. Subscribe to the channel. And we out this thing, man. Deuces.
Like, comment, subscribe. You guys thumb that video. Free 99 all day. Don't forget to share and show love to the JC family. Let us know what you think about it. Like you don't like it. Let us know what you think. And go check this movie out. Don't play